Welcome to Saltmarsh, a small fishing town in the kingdom of Kaeland. The citizens of Saltmarsh are just nice, totally normal, salt-of-the-earth type people. If you're in the mood for libations, head on over to the Snap and Line for some refreshing lobster claw wine. More in the market for new armaments? The Dwarven Anvil can take care of all your plate mail bikini needs. Or, if you want to take out a vicious burrito smuggling gang, then you can hire this ragtag menagerie of adventurers to help you out. So, what happens when an owl, a horse, a turtle, a frog, and an elf walk into a bar? Well, why don't you stick around and find out?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Helpful Goat Presents Goats of Saltmarsh. I forgot that video was on a loop. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. My name is MacLeod. I'm the programming director and one of the founders of Helpful Goat Gaming, a small independent game design and game content creation community. And tonight we are playing the Wizards of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure module, The Ghosts of Saltmarsh, which we have renamed The Goats of Saltmarsh. Before we get started, and before I turn this over to both Chelsea's amazing poem and to your DM for tonight, Rachel, just a couple of quick announcements, bits of housekeeping, etc. We stream here on Twitch, twitch.tv/helpfulgoat. You can follow us to get notified whenever we go live. You can also cheer bits and subscribe to us, both of which benefit us monetarily. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub to us for free with Twitch Prime. I also emphasize, if you have the ability, if you have Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime and thus Twitch Prime, sub to somebody with it. If you enjoy content here on Twitch, it makes a huge difference for small and medium-sized streamers to start getting subs. So even if you don't use it on us, use it on somebody. Besides that, we now have merch. If you use !merch in the chat, you can get a link to our merch store. We are putting in new items on probably a weekly basis. If you are in our community, which you could be if you use !Discord and follow the link, you can even suggest new pieces of merch to us. Please give me guidance. I welcome it, because I can make a lot of different types of things, and I appreciate any thoughts on what people want. Right now we have some Helpful Goat logo stuff in, and we have some very cool items, especially a very cool hoodie that was designed by Sam Winnie and myself, for Tier Moontree Isle. Trying to think. As I said, !Discord gets you a link to join our Discord. On our socials, at Helpful Goat on Twitter and Insta. You can look for us Helpful Goat Gaming on Facebook. And you can check out our full YouTube archive. Just look for Helpful Goat Gaming. You can find pretty much everything we've ever streamed up there, including most recently on Saturday, we played a world premiere of playthrough of the currently being kickstarted Lore of Athera one-shot. If you go to alchemyrpg.com/Kickstarter, you can get a link to go to that. It's a real fun project. They're actually real close to completing their funding in just over a day. So that's awesome. I encourage you to check that out. And we also have 2 podcast feeds. Goats and Dragons podcast feed, which has all the adventures from Andy's World of Banya. I'm not pointing at Andy. I just realized that's Andy on this screen because I'm trying to make prolonged eye contact. Fuck me sideways. I just pointed off the side of the screen. It's fine. We're doing better than normal. And Helpful Goat Presents, which includes a lot of different types of things. It includes one-shots, holiday campaigns, it includes some pre-written adventures, and it also includes all of the stuff that I do in my world of tea. Oh my god, it's a cat.
Whoa.
That was some prolonged eye contact from the cat.
I'm looking at you.
Awesome. So I think with that, that should be all of the updates. Thursday we have Spire starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I am very much looking forward to the first annual Blood Bowl. Yes, Blood Bowl is a video game, a board game before that, and then there were various other alliterative events planned in the charming one-shot we had last time. And then on Friday, the aforementioned Tier Moon Trial, which may or may not have a giveaway on it, because I'm figuring out the fascinating new technologies that are now at my fingertips. So check all of those out. That'll be at 9 p.m. on Friday. And yeah, Rachel.
It's me. Hi, I'm Rachel. I am your DM for tonight for Ghosts of Saltmarsh, and I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves. So, as I said, I'm Rachel, and I go by she, her, hers pronouns, and I'm going to point to Lena, who's below me both in the video and in my actual Discord.
And in real life. Okay. Hi, I'm Lena. I'm playing Ocean Blue, the Sea Elf Paladin. And my pronouns are she, her, hers, and Ocean's pronouns are also she, her, hers. And I'm going to point to Andy. Yeah, it's definitely Andy.
Hello, I'm Andy. I go by he, him, his, and I play Baz Wolfwood, who also goes by he, him, his. And I'm going to toss this avocado over to just catch it real quick. Someone to Joel. I'm going to toss that over
straight
to Joel,
off the edge of the screen.
and
It
that
circled
worked out,
around the back, and then
Yeah.
Joel caught it.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
I also pointed the wrong direction. I should have got it this way. Hi, everybody. I'm Joel, he, him, his, playing Dunlum, the Turtle Cleric, also by him, his. I'm gonna go up because I can't mess up. To go away.
As I'm adjusting volume, great.
Or
As I mentioned, I'm Galway. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I play Virgil Mondragon, the Centaur Barbarian, whose pronouns are also he, him, his. First time I've remembered my class in like 6 weeks.
And I guess I'm last.
Monty.
Yay.
Throw another
Sorry, I
avocado.
immediately went back to fixing
go.
volume.
It's fine. At least I don't have to point anywhere. I'm Monty. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm going to be Gunk, the Grung Ranger, who also uses they, them, or he, him pronouns.
Beautiful.
Hey. So it's me again, but only briefly, because I'm going to say, tell me what happened last time. People who take notes.
Yes.
Sorry, Lena, you're chewing.
Found a
There-
giant.
There was a crocodigator and a discussion
Aw.
about a number of teeth.
Toothy maw.
Toothy Maw.
I like also the fact that they did decide to write in that this legendary ancient giant crocodile, 1,000 teeth, recently lost a tooth. Hence the title of tonight's session. So what do we do with 999 teeth?
I think Gunk talked a snake away from us, so we didn't have to fight
Yeah.
it. That was cool.
That was awesome.
That was wild.
Only one, though. We still had to fight the other one.
Still tried the other one. He didn't get the lesson that his friend did, but
No.
then we captured the giant crocodile thing, the monstrous thing.
We're capturing, we're rehoming him. We're like,
Right.
yeah.
It's
I
catch
mean-
and release, you know.
Yeah, it's
After a while.
You're going to get
Yeah.
him neutered, and then you're going to release him into the wild.
Aww.
right
And
now
ear tagged.
right now he's in the bottom of our boat.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm worried about that.
Disposal.
And then we went back to the queen to
Dunk gave him a stuffed animal. That's important. So that he would be visible.
okay.
That's right.
Then we went back to the queen and said, "Hey, we took care of 1,000 teeth."
I gave a moldy plate to her. I don't remember why or what the context was, but I have in my notes that I gave her a moldy plate.
Nice.
That's the important part. Yep.
Okay. And she let us in on kind of a large secret of the threat of Sahuagin attack, which has united kind of 3 different factions: the lizard folk, the merfolk, the fish people, and the underwater insane. I'm pretty sure is what.
I'm sorry, what?
Or the 4 different factions
Who
were.
was that?
What?
The Wet Willies, I think, were the 4th one.
Do you mean the Locatha?
Yeah, that was it.
How are those not the fish people that you already specified?
Maybe they were.
Yeah.
There was only 3 groups in the alliance.
And I named 4.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the Wet
The
Willies
Wet
will
Willies
come
are
up.
the 4th one now. It's
They'll
official.
come up later.
So
Maybe I've read ahead.
Oh, Wet Willies.
But the
you've been
Solhagen
spying in my book.
are the main. That's going to be a thing. Although not yet. It's still going to be a few weeks away of preparation for these groups, and then we might be able to get Saltmarsh either to be on guard about it or help out even.
Yeah, we're going back with 2 lizard folk ambassadors to talk to them about helping out. And also, the queen is going to discuss becoming one with me after we beat the Solhagen.
Totally, yeah.
and upon
We're
getting
gonna
on
need
the boat,
a HR department.
upon getting on the boat, we had a magnificent sea shanty.
We did.
It's true. It's true. We're gonna have to set up a thing to play at the end of every game.
That's actually on my to-do list.
Yes.
So I think right now we're on our boat, ready to head wherever we need to deal with Thousand Teeth.
Yes. So where you left it was we are retconning that I forgot to say that 2 common-speaking lizard folk emissaries, like Lena mentioned, are with them to help with the building the alliance with Saltmarsh. But yeah, you said goodbye to Oceanus. You offered to give him a ride, and he said he wanted to just stretch his sea legs and get swimming. So he went back to his sea elf tribe. That was mainly just so I stopped forgetting about him. And you headed back to the boat, and you were going to. It is evening-ish, right? Because you fought thousands. You went and trekked to Thousand Teeth and fought them, and then brought them back to the boat, and then went back to the lizard folk and then talked with them. And
it was plausible that we could sleep at the lizard folk place, but it would have sort of resulted in a lot of downtime. Whereas, if we went to the boat and then, I know we haven't yet, but and sailed home immediately, we figured out, it's oh yeah, you'll get in 9 p.m. So
right. Yeah, so it's early evening, and you were going to decide whether or not you were going to head home and keep 1,000/999 teeth in your bilge of your ship, or if you were going to try and figure out a farther away place to drop him off and rehome him. That's where we come in now.
Beautiful. Yeah, so Baz would definitely head up to Gunk and kind of be like, Gunk, I think you had mentioned you might have an area in mind where we might drop this crocodile off, where he might be free to hunt naturally, but not be around so many civilizations. Is this true?
Yeah, there's plenty of marshes around here, hundreds of hectares with no one around. So yeah, I don't see any problem with that. I mean, maybe some bullywugs every now and then, but who gives a shit, eh?
yeah.
Fair. That doesn't sound so bad.
Counterpoint.
Crocodile.
We are being asked to fight forces of underwater evil in the form of the Solhagen. Perhaps we just sort of release 999 teeth when we hit the battle.
Okay, and how are we gonna guarantee that he doesn't kill our side as well?
We also have underwater allies.
I'm not going to be in the water, of course.
Yeah, but our allies are gonna be, and so am I, and Ocean over here.
Why
I
in
assume.
the world would you get in the... I sort of assumed we would all remain above the waterline in order to fight.
I like being in the water.
Me too.
Okay.
I can breathe underwater. I think I could teach you how.
Don't think so. That's nice of you to offer, but I don't think so.
Stranger things have happened.
I have heard of seahorses before.
We forgot the Chelsea bone.
Oh no!
Oh, we did.
Stop.
Everybody stop.
I would like to read it.
Stop. Collaborate and listen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the thing open, so I can't read it.
I know, I don't either.
I could read it if you'd like.
Do it.
All right.
I feel like I'm in high school and the teacher just asked, who could read this passage from Shakespeare? And everyone's like,
And then I'm just looking around to see who I can call on. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm just getting a better tinnitus.
It's exactly that point. The amazing song of the Black Mold is forever in my head. I hope this isn't the only sea shanty we encounter ahead. Oh, Oceanus, you shall never be forgot. The menagerie are gonna smash the thread ahead and invasion plot. When you talk to the council, don't forget to bring back a treat for your crocagator, perhaps a delicious foppish snack. Thank you, Saltmarsh crew, for all that you do. Much love, I can see and hear you.
Aw, thanks, Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you for the poem.
Sorry we missed that.
forgot.
We're good.
Yeah, so sorry. Yes.
Back to the matter at hand.
On the other hand, I also like within the poem, Chelsea captures a part I forgot to put in the recap, and also does when Virgil spent a lot of time suggesting maybe they should kill the foppish dad. And you know, accidents happen when you capture and are preparing to humanely release a giant crocagator.
Well, they wouldn't happen if we just dropped him off somewhere instead of taking him back to civilization.
Oh, but that would be the
So-
irresponsible thing to do.
I have no intent to take the foppish
I-
daddy back to civilization.
No, I think that the crocodile is a wild animal, and you can't keep those as pets. It doesn't work out. So we should
Right.
just rehome him somewhere nice.
Ms. Ark starts kind of poking my head in hummingbird form. You're not a pet, you're a teaching assistant.
Is she like now?
Slave, yeah.
Is she
essentially.
dueling it out with the parrot?
Who's also on the boat now, yeah.
Yeah.
Cuppa.
Yes.
I'm just sort of picturing Cuppa on one shoulder and Miss Ark on the other, just like tick 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 tick.
Well, if are we doing a vote or something? Is that how I'm voting rehoming immediately, not going back to Saltmarsh just yet.
Same.
Same. That sounds good.
Great.
Dunlum?
Yeah, rehoming seems like the good plan.
So how are we accomplishing this without one or more of us losing a limb?
Same
Well-
way we got him on.
Yeah.
Beat him savagely, tie him up, and then put him in a horse sling?
Well,
Why do you have to say
That's-
it like that?
Because it's an accurate depiction of the events that occurred.
it is pretty accurate. Surely he didn't heal that much since last time. The beating shouldn't have to be so severe tomorrow.
I can use command on him.
I might be able to put him to sleep. If
What
he's
does command
still-
work on?
Creatures. It's just creatures.
that understand you?
Yeah,
Is that the one?
probably. I don't know. It's a huge wall of text, so I'm trying to skim it.
Yeah, I think they need to understand your language.
I forget which one command is.
Can I mime my command? It says a word, but I'm really good at miming.
Oh, that's nice.
They do have to
Nice.
understand your language. I don't know if Thousand Teeth understands common, considering like we discussed it was a monstrosity, not a beast.
Mm.
He does not. I could pull him up.
He only
Okay, just-
speaks alligator.
1,000 teeth. Let me see your shit. No. Why? Why? Why no can grab?
Why no grab? Give
Why no
grab.
grab?
Doesn't teeth give grab?
It's the thingy to make the window come out is off on the off side of the screen. Why would you do this to me, 1,000 teeth? Fine.
How about we
No.
just go to a marsh and then figure out how to get him out of the boat when we get there?
I legitimately thought you said go to a bar. And I'm like,
to a
wow,
bar.
this is more
I have-
violent than anything I've proposed.
I also have a cold, so my voice is not great.
His languages are listed as none. Just
Yeah,
big,
okay.
Oh, not even
dash.
alligator.
Languages.
Just a
Ooh.
dash. Languages, dash.
He speaks semaphore.
He is a large monstrosity.
Tomorrow I can try to perhaps put him to sleep and let it go from there. It may take a bit of beating first.
So you guys could sail towards the direction where you want to release him and then sleep and then
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
go at it fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, alternately, as long as he's at 1 HP, I could just like repeatedly go down, punch him, stabilize him.
I can't put him to sleep. What was I thinking? That's another wizard I know.
Oh yeah, you're not there
Let's
yet.
Grab that idea.
This is the map.
Wow.
Whoa.
When it's bedtime, I
Cool.
gotta go down to my room because there's something on my bed and I don't know what.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna actually move some of the things that you've seen to
really
the token
cool.
layer, or I guess the
Oh,
map
did
layer.
I-
Not the,
Wow. I don't know if we've seen this map.
I
This
don't
is
think
so.
really
I don't think you have. Boop doo.
Ooh, whoopie-doo.
Ooby-doo.
Oh no, it went away. Wait, no, why? Fuck me running. Stop, come back. Oh god, everything's terrible. Oh god, why? I sent a thing to the map layer and it went underneath the
Oh, you
If
can
you-
click on the
If
map.
you right click
and
on the
then
map, you can say send to bottom.
send to bottom or back. Yeah.
Don't.
And then it should appear back.
Why? It doesn't.
Then it's gone. It's not underneath the map layer.
No, the map has a. I right click on the map and it just says edit, paste, and undo.
All right.
Undo?
Are you on the map layer right now?
No.
Go to the map layer and then click on the
Galway.
map layer side.
No.
I think this is
Why
why your
would I
phone
do
will only
that?
autocorrect
Off and
my
on
name
again?
to one of these two
There we
to
go.
one of the two spellings.
Oh, fuck me. Everything's
Lizard folk
fine.
layer.
Yeah. I'm sending these things to the map layer. So stop bringing up an actual right click. Why would I want that?
So I'm guessing like this is the area that's like empty swamp
Where is this?
or like further
so-
inland.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
That
now you
looks
can
like Buffalo.
see. Now you can see some shit.
That's way
Those are the
inland.
things that you have found before, yeah, like Saltmarsh, Haunted House, and Lizard Folk Lair. So yeah, so like you know that like these areas up here are farther away
Yeah.
from the Lizard Folk Lair. So you could take you could try and take your dinghy up the river, or
With a crocodile on it.
No. Hard pass on that
Right.
one.
That feels bad.
or you could
If Baz is experiencing like fucking anxiety about or / Andy about the crocagator in the hold of our sea vessel, you can't feel good about the dinghy, which it is the
We
like
can-
the
I
size
do not.
of.
Yeah.
We could make a little wagon and just sort of pull him across.
Do we have wagon
This
making
is-
material on the
How is
boat?
this turning into
Rachel?
Calvin and Hobbes?
Could we fashion a wagon?
I mean, the boat is made of wood, and there's definitely
We're not
like
breaking.
I'm not
the-
disassembling the boat.
there are wood. There are also wood and like nails and other things here for repair purposes. Was my
Okay.
continuation
as
of my thought.
I like as we just keep getting into like increasingly dangerous / destructive plans. I'm like, or we could just like I don't know, sail up the coast and be like, whoop, off you go, buddy.
That's
Enjoy.
what I suggest we go way up here and then whoops, right off the boat and let him find his way to the mainland.
Is he a saltwater crocodile or a freshwater crocodile? Probably fresh.
Probably
huh?
fresh water.
Yes.
Or the salties get a lot bigger, so maybe he's like salt
Right.
brackish water.
He might be a bit of both.
Saltwater,
Or at least could
brackish,
find his way
convulsing.
onto land that way.
Yeah, we might just like park up here, drag him inland a little bit, drop him off, and then come back to the ship.
Like
Yeah, we
way
could
up
also-
here. Like way up here.
Could also just go up to there where there's a river. And
Oh,
then you could anchor the ship, take him in, and just pop him in a river and get the hell out.
Yeah, but settlements are usually on rivers, so we kind of want to keep them away from a river.
Right, but we don't know anyone up here.
But those are legally not our problem.
Those are not as much our problem at the moment.
We want to keep them away from towns and people, so
Agreed. Gunk, do you know of any people up here?
do I probably?
Do not.
No.
But you don't know. Yeah, that
Uh-huh.
area is not super inhabited as far as you know.
Then, as we know, this is the perfect spot.
Right, but we still want to like minimize our risk, of him running into people.
Yeah, agreed.
I just also want to point out to chat that this discussion and the execution of this, I hesitate to call it a plan, is literally the only thing standing between us and a level up, and yet here we fucking are.
I know.
Welcome to the first half of stream, everybody. How do we disembark a crocodile?
It's
Yeah, let's
important.
just go over and
Fire.
drag him in a little bit.
Okay.
My point is mostly around the fact that if he requires water, it might be best to give him a source of water.
Oh, there's plenty of I was gonna say billabong.
Oh,
but that's
you
not in the
can't
marsh.
see
Plenty of
this,
stuff in the
can
marsh.
you? Hold on. Another thing that I need to
You've
make
gone
difficult.
blind, haven't you?
Yeah.
This
Plenty of caves and pools.
is
and
all
stuff.
marshes.
The Hool
Oh,
Marsh.
okay. So that whole
Yeah, sorry,
pattern
I was
is
like,
marsh.
why? You guys, it's all marshes. Yeah, that pattern.
Yeah.
is
Never mind.
all
Then I don't
marshland.
give a fuck. Drop him anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that is
I thought that
all
was marsh,
marshland,
yeah.
and then I realized that the actual title of the marshes was missing for you.
And how far is it from lizard folk to up here? About 40 leagues.
Can go by leagues. I didn't know
Wow,
this.
it actually tells you.
Wow.
Well, so it's about 10 leagues per hex. Going
Okay.
from Saltmarsh to around the lizard folk lair was a couple of hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah,
So-
so it wouldn't
so
take very long.
3 to 4 hours up here, probably.
Which gets us in, that would get us there around nighttime.
We could do it tonight still. I
I mean,
don't
we
have
could even
that many
torque him
spells
off the
left.
boat before he has a chance to long rest.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, it's a good idea. So we'll go do this right now.
Okay.
Fair enough.
When somebody is knocked out unconscious,
Aye.
how long do they usually sleep? A full 8 hours?
It's usually
Uh,
1d4, plus 1 or something, or there's a roll
Yeah.
usually of how
Yes.
long they remain unconscious.
I rolled a 3. So
4
plus 1
hours?
for 4 hours.
Mhm.
So he will definitely be conscious.
Yes, it's 4 hours.
Right. I don't know if we know that. I think we still think.
Sure,
probably.
sure.
We did not med
Okay.
we did not med check that crocagator.
No.
Okay, yeah. So you are at the lizard folk lair right now. So if you head up, are you heading up towards the
Hool
No.
Marshes?
Yes.
the base of
Marsh.
this river, or a little bit further up?
For some reason,
Probably
I really
further
like the
up.
Hool Marshes.
Cool.
Right. I think we go north of the river, just a little north of the river, dump him on land, and wish him good luck.
Okay, so that's gonna
Sure.
be. Oh wait, can I hit? What do you hit to fuck? Not what do you hit to fuck?
I don't think you.
Yeah. So because you're not gonna follow inland, right? Like you have to be in
Right.
the water. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be at least 80 leagues to just the river, and a little bit past that is not letting me see. That's funsies. I'm gonna do it this way then, because fuck you. No. Oh, no, it's just cumulative. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
I
cumulative
thought,
marker.
so that's 60 leagues. I was like, wait a second, that doesn't math, right? So yeah, it'll be about 60 leagues. So, and it was how many leagues from fuck to fuck?
Roughly 40.
Okay.
40 in 3 hours. So
So it's like about 4 hours. Let's say that. Yeah. Okay. So
Cool.
it'll take you about 4 hours to sail there. So you sail there. And now it's 10 p.m. And you
Getting
are up here on the coast, and it is 10 p.m. What would you like to do?
Well, let's see if he's still asleep. Oh, I listen at the grate on the ceiling, see if I can hear him moving around down there.
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
That will be a 3.
Ooh, zesty.
This might be really bad.
The waves are chopping on the outside, and you cannot differentiate if there is water moving inside as well as outside. There's just so many water sounds.
I think he's still asleep. Let's go down to secure him.
Sure,
Hey.
you go first.
Oh, that would hurt.
Was he tied to anything, or was he just dumped here?
No.
He was
I
No, you
tied
just don't.
He wasn't tied to anything, but he was tied to himself.
No,
He
'cause I
untied
untied
him.
him so he
Yeah,
didn't
we
Yeah, I
untied
like
him.
think
drown and
untied him. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he didn't drown.
so he could get
I-
comfortable.
That
Because they can't
valiant
breathe
effort.
underwater.
Yeah. The
Oh,
wizard
Jesus,
will
he's
go.
the size of our ship now. He's the size of our ship. It's all
Whoa.
gone wrong. It's all gone wrong, everyone.
Probably not a good idea for you to go down there, Baz. I'm just gonna. Can I just look through the grate to see? Because I can see in the dark now. Can I just look through and see if you can? If he's there?
Sorry, no
so
wonder he
big.
couldn't hear him. He was confused that he was the boat now.
Yes.
The crocodile has broken out of the side of the ship for how big it has gotten.
We
Yeah.
sail on Thousand Teeth.
That's
now.
it. We're renaming the ship the 999 Teeth.
Hey, is he this big or is he this big? He's
That
this
big.
big.
He's a
That
two
Okay,
star.
right there. Large creature. Okay. Whew.
Despite the fact that giant crocodiles are typically giant.
That was
creatures.
super
know.
weird because that was not what was on the page when I left it.
Yeah, no,
so...
we had seen that page. And yeah, no, it was not the size of the ship.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, so do y'all open up the hatch and or like the stuff to move down?
I want to look at him first. I don't want to open the hatch until I see him.
Oh, Gunk, it's fine. I didn't hear him moving around. I think I would have.
Yeah, but
Pretty sure I
he
would've.
could be just. Crocodiles don't move around that much, even when they're awake.
ambush predators.
Yeah.
It is true, yes. You're not wrong.
All right, Gus,
Mum
do you want
kind
to
of
make
raises
a...
his hand.
Oh, yeah.
So let me get this clear. Are we going to have the crocodile chase us upstairs and then try to knock it over the side of the ship? We're going to try to
No.
secure it again.
We're gonna try and secure him, put him in the horse/crocodile sling, and then drag him inland a little bit, dump him, untie him while he's still unconscious, and then run back to the ship as quickly as possible. It's very simple and completely safe, I'm sure.
Crocosling.
So,
The
Gunk,
crocosling.
did you see him down there?
I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
rolled.
give me a perception check.
I got a 12.
It is 10 p.m. and there are no lights down in the bilge.
I have
Like-
what is it? Umbral sight,
What?
which means I have dark vision.
Dark vision is dim light, which means you're at disadvantage.
But what does umbral sight mean?
I just have dark vision.
Oh, yes, that means you're at disadvantage on your perception.
So,
Oh,
So
okay.
it's actually an 8.
Okay.
So, yeah, you look down and it is just dark as fuck. You see darkness, you see liquid.
I didn't hear him. You didn't see him. I think it's fine. Dunlem.
Okay,
Can
so
anyone
I'd like to
make
point out.
light somehow?
I'd just like to point out
Oh, fuck, I can.
that if you didn't hear him and Gunk didn't see him and
That's
we
not a
left
good
him
thing.
out, that means he's woken up because he's moved.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So if someone you can make light, Baz, somehow.
I make a little. I make a little dancing man, little dancing boy, and he just kind of and he wiggles down underneath the.
Who is
No,
So you
Great.
take
no.
those 4 torch-sized lights and you
Yes.
put them into the shape of
Yes.
a little dancing boy?
A little dancing boy with like and then
That's
it
completely
wiggles.
unnecessary,
Is
Baz.
anybody else slightly weirded out by Bass?
Uh,
No, it's
Yes.
fine.
goes down
Dreamland.
underneath
Look at the spell
the.
description. I mean,
So also, just as a to-do note, we definitely need to have
We vaguely humanoid.
Oh, it does say you can
Yeah.
combine the four
Uh-huh.
lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium
Yep.
that wasn't
size.
completely
For
made
some
up by
reason.
Baz.
Yeah,
was,
but in all seriousness, we do need to have Matt record a set of crew lines that are just, is anyone else slightly creeped out by Baz?
And he just wiggles
Yeah,
down
Matt, get
through
on that.
the grate in the ceiling and sort of kind of hovers and walks around down there just a bit. See if we can see that croc now.
Maybe the crocodile will come and try and eat him. It's a good way to try and draw him out.
Sure, you, whoever is in the front and looking can make a perception check. Now with
Will do.
lights.
It's probably, I probably would have suggested he's almost certainly moved. I'm going down first. We're not sending the like poultry to go see if the crocodile is awake.
I resemble that remark.
Cool,
6.
awesome, great, very good.
Guys, it's fate. We're gonna have to just go down there.
We have.
Yeah,
I'm walking. I would also say I'm legitimately probably just going down at this point because I assume he's awake, and so I will say that. Here's what I'm gonna say, Rachel. Actually, for what I'm looking for on that, I'm going down, and unlike at least Baz, possibly also Gunk, I'm just assuming I'm going to have a fight with him. Like, my sword is out. I am in a fighting stance. I'm just also sort of like, can I see what to hit?
How much HP does somebody wake up with when
One.
they're after that?
Question.
One, but yeah,
One
it's-
HP.
Sweet.
but if they
How long
rest,
ago
then
he
they
woke
get
up?
more.
Yeah, he could have short rested.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Did he roll any hit die?
Yeah.
Or,
Well, we got here. It only took 4 hours to get here, right? So he should have only
right,
just
but he
woke
has
up.
been unconscious for a while already because
He was
He was-
unconscious, then we brought him back to the ship, then we went back
Right.
to the thing, then
Yeah.
we had the
Yeah.
chat, then we came back,
Yep.
then we sailed.
so yeah, he's been awake for a little while.
Fair.
I'm sure it's fine, Virgil. Go for it. I'm so confident
So-
I'll spend my last spell slot.
I would say that he probably has half his hit points back because he's been,
Cool.
awake and alone and resting and stuff, and they don't have hit dice, so I'm just gonna say that's reasonable.
I think Dylan's
Um,
also operating on the assumption that we're just going to go downstairs and kind of fight it out. So he's right behind Virgil, preparing to go down the stairs. 'Cause he
Cool.
trusts everyone else's senses.
So y'all can move your tokens down over there, like the stairs are over here, if you want to.
Oh boy.
And yeah,
We're
so
just-
Stupid.
And I-
here's what
Can
we're
somebody
gonna
move
do.
my token for me because I can't move it properly? Thank you.
We're gonna have everybody roll initiative.
I am for sure still up. I'm not
You
going
are-
down there.
Since
Oh, okay,
you are,
that's fine. I wasn't sure where you wanted to be. Sorry.
since you are going down with the expectation of
Fighting.
Jesus, why is my brain so dead?
Whoa.
Oceanus.
Nat 1 on initiative.
With an 8 mod. Jesus.
Yeah, with an 8 mod.
So I forgot to, because I always forget. What are your initiatives so that I can make sure I have the right ones here?
Mine is correct. I'm just reading across. They all look right.
Yeah, mine's good.
Well, Virgil, I have you
Yeah,
on
right.
twice as 20 and 9.
Oh, I can't see the other one.
Okay.
That's weird.
So
The
9 is
9
the correct one.
Okay. And then Gunk, I have you at 11 or 9.
Mine's 9.
And then Baz, you were at 21.
21?
Dunlum's at 6. Ocean at 15.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Ocean,
And
not
then
Oceanus.
Ms. Ark at 19.
19. Yes.
And then this
Love it.
guy, who I totally remember to roll for, kaboom.
I just
Fuck.
love
Well,
it when the wizard
yes.
goes first.
Well, you're all in luck because Thousand Teeth rolled a 6 on his initiative. So you go down there
I will say that right now he is pretty. Why does Baz want to keep showing up 17 times on my thing? It will not let me delete the second Baz.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. I'll just have Baz. I will say right now. So Baz is first. Well, Baz is first, but also Virgil's actually first down there.
So one way we could do it is we could go to my point in initiative order.
Yeah.
And then roll through.
Let's do that.
Gonna see.
Okay. That puts him real close to going.
But he is also. I had you guys roll initiative to see if who would go first, Virgil or Thousand Teeth, and so Virgil is
Fair
technically.
enough. Yeah.
So you go down there, Virgil, and there's lights, but you still can't see him. I mean, I know you can see him on the map right now, but like he is hidden in the water.
Oh, awesome.
I don't think the water should be deep enough
I was
for
like,
him to.
I feel
get
like
all the
Virgil's
way
not looking
under.
around. Why is our hole this full of
I don't
water?
know that you guys ever emptied it because it was pretty grody watered.
Oh no, we had it cleaned.
people clean
No, we
it.
didn't.
Yeah.
Clean it.
We had that
And then-
deep cleaned, and
But,
we specifically told Eleander, like, send the cleaning crew with some bulk and the ability and torches.
Yeah,
Indeed.
and I filled it up a little bit with his lake water, but not so.
Not a
heavy
whole bunch.
submerged.
Okay. So then he is actually going to be hiding behind the. He's hiding behind the pole that's here that I totally know the name of.
Mast?
Yes.
Yeah, the mast that goes all the way down to the bottom. That one. Ah, beans. It's fine.
Do
everything's fine.
masts do that?
Well, the
Yeah.
Okay, Rachel.
Yeah, otherwise it would
The
just,
stick
if it was
goes
only at
all
the
the
deck, it
way-
would snap off.
Yeah, so
Oh,
the stick is from the
Gravity.
top all the way through the different parts to the bottom.
I never really thought
The
about
top of it is catching air to push the entire ship. You don't want that affixed at a single point high up on the ship. It would either snap off or tip the boat over.
That'd be funny.
So you can
Not
see
really. It's kind of horrifying. People drown.
But funny.
Again, no.
Again, is anybody else afraid of Baz?
So, does the bird seem weird to anybody else?
So you see him with the little dancing lights boy, just dancing on in the ceiling. You see Thousand Teeth kind of trying to like sneakily hide, but he is a giant fucking crocagator. So
You do
Yeah.
realize I can see you, right?
and he snaps his jaws.
Fair enough. Let's do this the hard way. I'm going to rage. And upon doing that, once again, my tail is going to sort of grow out with these sort of long, wispy, spectral hairs that hold the pointy ear bones of a skelf, that then sort of rattle like castanets as I run. And I'm gonna... I'm trying... Okay. Would I occupy this square or this square to be next to him?
This one's
Kind of.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
And now we greatsword.
Whoa.
22.
That definitely hits.
10 slashing damage. I know he's at half HP, but just saying now, all of my attacks are non-lethal.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. And then it's Gunk's turn, all the way up there.
Me. Can I see
He's
him through
here.
the grate?
He's
Okay,
here.
awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, with the dancing light boy, and he is pretty much directly under the grate. You can see him now.
Can I shoot through the grate? How big are the grate things? The holes in it?
I would say you could, but I would make it disadvantage.
Can I like flip the grate up and open it?
Sure. That would be an action, though.
That would be an action.
What's the
okay.
crocagator vert?
What is the...
You could also just trot down the stairs,
So
shoot him,
okay.
and then trot back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to just sort of like go through somebody's legs and shoot him, and then come back up again. Sorry, Baz.
Don't have it be Bass's. He just makes it weird.
That's very true. Okay, longbow. 10.
10 does not hit. Fuck.
I get another hit because of my dread ambusher. 25.
That does hit.
8 plus the con save.
Are you
Oh,
favorite
is that
phoning him?
I may as well, yeah, because I got another one left. I'll favorite
Oh,
phone.
he rolled a nat 1 on his con save.
Oh, wicked. So that's 2d4
Poor guy.
plus another d8 because of my dread ambusher. And then, what is the other thing? Another d4?
D4, I think, for the favorite enemy.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Favorite foe.
When does it go up? It goes
Probably
up
5th level.
at 6. So another d4. Oh man, that was a
You
bad
rolled so
roll.
many dice with such low values.
I know. I played in real person the other day, and the highest I rolled was a 9.
Oh
session.
no.
It was
Damn.
a bad session.
I mean, to be fair, until we got to attacks, like initiative, I don't think we'd rolled in double digits. So I was a little worried.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, half a Crocodinator's HP. This should be fun.
Not Gunk's finest hour, but that's what they've got. And then I scrambled back up again.
He is. He's actually gonna use. No. Sorry.
I'm just picturing the gator
Gonna
itself being like,
He is going to bite at Virgil.
must we be here again?
He rolled a 20.
As a reaction, I'm going to roll a D8. Yeah.
Parry that shit.
Damn. That takes my AC to a 20, so he still hits.
He does 17 piercing damage.
I'll say 8 instead.
Right, because you get to half it. Halve. Which is sad because on an advantage he rolled a crit. I wish it wouldn't show me that. Come on.
Look what you could have had.
And then he is going to whip his tail at you. Which is a 23. Wow, so he rolled a 20 and a crit success, and then he rolled a 23 and a crit fail. So, fun. This one is 7 bludgeoning damage. So halved. You must succeed on a DC 15 strength save. Or be knocked prone.
Oh, no.
I have advantage on this?
Yeah.
Because I'm raging. Got it. 18.
Nice. So you are not knocked prone. And
Who has snappable legs now?
Sorry.
Kill you.
All right, and it's Dunlam's turn.
All right, Dunlum was prepared for this moment. Rushes forward with his anchor warhammer and smacks it with his might.
Do it.
Yeah, good thing.
Yes.
Yay, 22 hits. I'm just happy because you always miss.
I do, yes.
So I'm just like, you did it!
7 bludgeoning.
Yeah. Legendary action. He's gonna bite Dunlam.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I appreciated not being me this time.
That is a 22.
Yeah, that is.
That is 24 piercing damage. Yeah, last time he didn't hurt you guys at all. He just fucking almost killed
Okay, well,
Oceanus.
in that instance, Dunlum's going to use his reaction for the Wrath of the Storm thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, the Wrath of the Storm thingy. Can you
That's what
elaborate?
it's called. I put it in the chat. And it didn't roll damage. Let's just do this.
Dex saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I have to make a dex
Ooh.
save.
Ooh, a 15.
It's a lot
So
of
what
damage.
exact? Can you tell me what this does while I'm rolling this?
When a creature within 5 feet of you that can see you hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to cause it to make a dex save or take 2d8 lightning or thunder.
He rolled a 4, but he is going to use his last legendary resistance. Because
Okay.
technically the day hasn't restarted, so he's still...
Mhm.
Yeah. But,
So he
yes.
takes 7 lightning.
Because he still takes half damage?
Yeah, it's a half unsuccessful.
Gotcha. Sweet. Okay, and now 'tis Baz's turn.
Ow.
Yeah, Baz.
Oh, does he not show up right
Yeah,
now?
somehow he got deleted.
Because
was
I
like,
had 2 of them,
it's
so I deleted the
Miss
one of them. And yeah, no, it's Baz.
Firebolt, 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Glad I hit. Ooh, with a 10.
Max.
How would you like to knock out this crocagator again?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna go for another bite on Dunham, and I say, slow down, you, and I shoot a firebolt just in his mouth, and hopefully that makes him pass out.
Non-lethally? You guys seem really like spicy food? I don't know.
You can survive 3rd-degree burns.
He swallows it and then does that thing where he burps and smoke comes out, and then he goes, ugh.
I really like the idea that Baz gives awkward speeches and says, "Slow down, you," as he does things, and it's just real.
I'm trying to be an adventurer.
Evildoer.
I'm part of the
Line.
adventure is the one-liners. I'm getting better at it.
Okay, he's not dead, but he's unconscious again.
Okay, so
Oh,
I'll
good,
use
we're
my
nearly
one of my last spell slots to reduce him to half size.
dead. And
Okay.
1/8 weight.
And 1/8 weight, most importantly. So let's go ahead and wrap him up and get him out of here.
Okay.
Cool. Done.
How long does that last? A minute? Or an hour?
Yep.
Minute. Okay, so I'm assuming Virgil will go up quick, wrap him up, run up, and just what are you gonna do? You just gonna
Basically the
toss
same
him?
thing as last time because we just sort of secured him to the back of the dinghy.
Oh, I just thought you were
Drug
gonna
him.
toss him over.
Into the water. I think we'll at least get him to land, and then
Yeah.
Right, I guess if you toss him over, he'll take damage and then he'll have to start making death saves or
Yeah.
something.
we don't want him to drown.
Yeah, I was gonna say the point of this was a humane, safe depositing him in the northern hinterlands. So I don't quite want to be like, bye. Let God sort the gator out.
Dunlop
Okay.
kind of crawls prone away from the teeth and casts Cure Wounds on himself because that was close.
Ow!
Yeah, when he actually lands his hits, he's
Jesus.
pretty brutal.
Thanks for minimum healing, game.
Yeah.
Dunlop with a no good, very bad, terrible day.
At least we're not in Sahuagin territory. Or are we?
I don't
Might
think
be.
we know.
I don't think
We have no idea.
we very much could be.
Okay, so I guess we get him in the dinghy.
Yep.
Hopefully.
While he's
Basically
small.
hustled him over so that he's all set up, lower ourselves down, row.
Yeah, he's full weight again.
Yep, full
Yeah.
weight in the water as you're dragging him. And I'll fly up above to make sure I don't see any Sahuagin or other nasty folk around.
Sure, you can give me a perception check.
Oh, good. That's an 8.
I was legit waiting for a fumble. Like, you slam into a tree.
I don't even know where it comes from because there aren't any trees in these marshes.
I'm also still over the water.
Ocean tree.
Not a crow.
I guess I could have just said sea tree. That would have had a much better mouthfeel to it, but it's fine.
Exquisite mouthfeel.
Do I see any wet willies around?
You do not. You don't see a wet willy or a sea insane person or whatever you called things.
Yes.
Or a fish person.
Nope. It
Any
is
variety
just,
of frog/toad people? No.
The
no.
maddening moist.
The moon's not really very bright, and it's wet and dark outside. So yeah, I'll say that you guys drag him out a ways into the marsh.
Heavy.
Fair bit, yeah.
Heavy.
I just
You're
yeah,
doing great, Virgil.
I say just onto land, so that, and then we cut him loose. That's what I would
Okay.
suggest.
Yeah, take all the ropes off of him since we tied his mouth back up again, just in case he insta woke up or something.
And
Alright,
then
okay.
see you back at the boat. Fly.
Okay, by the time you get back to the boat and everything, I would say it's almost midnight.
Okay.
Your crew is defo asleep.
We should sail a little bit away, though, right? Because he's gonna wake up again in a few hours.
We're like parked out to sea, though. He can't, unless he wants to swim out into the ocean, which he won't.
Yeah,
With
like
salt water.
if he has a grudge against someone out here or something. I'm just worried.
He's a crocodile. He's not like gonna scale the rope ladders or anything. Like this isn't like we're gonna wake up with him standing over us, a knife in his teeth, which are knives.
Yeah, true. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine, Baz. Don't worry.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, we like fire the cannons at him with repel borders.
Dunlum, how about a nightcap? Seem like you got hurt a bit there.
Yep, I'm gonna go. Just rest my eyes for a moment.
Okay.
Drink away the pain.
Then Baz will drink alone with Ms. Ark.
Oh, no one else got invited. That's fine. We'll just go to bed.
Oh,
Hey, Virgil.
anyone else is invited.
See you in the morning,
again-
everyone, I
And
guess.
Dunham would make time for a drink, so
Fair enough.
he'll go into his room. There'll be a moment of hesitation, then he'll go out. What kind of nightcap? What you got?
This boat had all kinds of ales and stuff, so we could tap one of these things.
I still can't move my token properly. It's like
Oh.
disappeared down the bottom. There's something just wrong with my mouse. That's all.
Yeah, I don't see you at all.
It literally dragged me to the bottom as soon as I clicked on it. It just
I just put you in your
Yeah.
room.
thank you.
Even if you're not in your room, I figure at least this way you're on the right deck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reload Roll20 real quick.
Okay, so do you have fascinating and interesting conversations while you're drinking at midnight?
What was it like to be bit by 1,000 teeth?
Didn't feel quite like 1,000 of them. Or like, he just kind of looks down at his chest and starts counting the piercings. It's at least 90, I think.
That needs stitches, don't you think?
No, it should be fine. After all, this isn't nearly as bad as the giant lobster I wrestled.
Oh, do tell me about the giant lobster.
How have I not told you about the giant lobster?
We rarely have a drink like this, Dunham. Please.
All right, and he starts going into his story. It was a dark and stormy night.
Yes,
The waves foamed and the wind billowed.
it's exciting.
I was part of the crew of the Golden Ghost, a fishing vessel on the high seas. I woke to a bang sounding throughout the ship's timbers. Rushing to the deck, I was face to face with a horrific beast. A gargantuan, lobster-like crustacean. With big meaty claws and tentacles for teeth. The sailors on board called it a chul. It lumbered straight toward our captain, but I rushed between them, putting out my arms like this, grabbing onto them giant claws and pushing it away. I guess you could say a wrestling match of sorts ensued. I gained the lead, then it did nearly pushed me off the edge. But finally, as a peal of thunder and lightning lit up the skies,
Yes.
I twisted and with all my strength heaved the horrible creature back into the water. The rest of the crew, with harpoons, made short work of it and soon we continued our journey. But that is an encounter I will never forget.
Dunlum, that's fascinating.
Much like 9,999 teeth piercing myself. I have to tell that story sometime to people who don't know it.
You got bit by someone named 10,000 Teeth. Or were you just
You're always
exaggerating?
going to make the story bigger, Baz.
Right, is that part
I'm
of
not
the
there,
story?
but
Make it a bit bigger.
Starts counting on his fingers.
That is 9,999 teeth, right?
Right. Yes.
I would imagine so.
That's
Like,
amazing.
meanwhile, Virgil patrols on deck. Is anyone going to shift?
She went down to bed. Did Ocean see anything in her room when she?
Oh
went
yeah.
to
So
Yes.
what does Ocean find on her bed?
there is I wrote it down. Here we go. It's a little pocket guidebook called Mushrooms of the Marsh, identifying naturally growing mushrooms in the land surrounding Saltmarsh. And then underneath it in ink is written, so Blue doesn't accidentally poison people handing out mystery mushrooms.
Oh.
This is the kindest gift I've ever received. This is better than bugs. I should go. Does it say it's from you?
Nope. Of course
I
it
know
doesn't. It's gunk.
Although
What?
it also references you as Blue.
That is true. But would
Yeah.
Ocean pick that up? No.
Love this for me. I love it. I'm gonna eat all the mushrooms in this book. And I'm gonna sit down and read my book instead of going to sleep.
Nice. All right. So, does anything else happen before our heroes pass out for the night? Do we set watches? Do we just say
Virgil's
fuck
already on a
everything?
watch, and Virgil is damn well going to wake someone up when his shift is done. So we can retcon and say that we talked about who was going next, or Virgil's just waking someone up.
I really like the
can
idea
just
of
wake
Virgil
someone
just
up,
waking somebody up.
Yeah, just
That's
wake
probably-
someone up.
Okay, so I'm going to say at about like
for medicinal purposes.
Well, first, give me a perception check.
Sure. Six. Cool. Good. Awesome. Great.
Wow, you guys are
69.
rolling- Oh, it is 69. Nice.
Nice.
You guys are rolling the worst perception checks. I don't think anything's been above a 9.
No, because
So-
up until we got into the fight, we had not rolled double digits, and those were all perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you see a whole lot of black ocean all around you.
So I'm going to say that at like, a little over 2 hours of Virgil patrolling the deck and no one has shown up. It's just like, without quite the kills the person on the other side of it force with which he's kicked open doors before, but I will say like Baz's door will just sort of get kicked open, like walk in, grab by scruff of neck, toss on deck. Your watch now.
Yep.
Wake up
Yes.
someone, not me, when you're done.
Right. Good call. Not still drunk. So this will be excellent.
Couldn't honestly get much worse than we've been doing. Didn't
Yeah, so-
see the crocagator.
Oh, come on. Disadvantage doesn't do anything to these numbers.
It's fair.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
are
say,
going to be-
we've got bad and worse.
So I'm going to take a perception check at disadvantage now.
Bad
Oh my
and worse.
God!
7 and 6.
Cool.
Yeah.
We went down by 1.
Ow!
Am I right?
You're the least perceptive party in existence. So that's a 6. Yeah,
I'm
the
trying to
road is
write down.
moving.
Yeah,
the
I'm
ocean's
mostly trying to just
moving.
write down a story about what I think, something that I think would be cool that Dunlum might think is neat. About the time I tried to get tenure, and there were 12 deans.
You writing down an exciting adventure story about your time at the university?
Yes.
Yeah, but nothing bad happens during your watch.
Perfect.
Who are you gonna wake up next?
Knock on Virgil's door.
Virgil.
Do you want the next watch? How does this work exactly? Is it just you and me that trades off and on, or is it something else? Or
Grab him, hand over side, drop.
you drop
So
me
we're
over
the
the side? I flap back up. Well, that was rude.
Someone else, as I specified
Sorry.
2 hours ago.
Oh, sorry about that. And I'll go, Gunk.
What?
Virgil said you need to take watch. Good night.
Fine.
I'll move you out.
Thank you. I think it's working now. Whatever.
Oh, okay, good.
I can move now.
Okay, so you can give me a perception check now.
Yay!
World waits with bated breath. Will we hit double digits?
I also cast Alarm before I went to bed, which lasts for 8 hours. So.
Okay. Just around the boat or in front of your room, or?
It's a 20-foot cube, so it's like the deck.
Okay.
13.
Hey, double digits.
Yeah. With my +6 perception.
So if you guys went to bed like 1 a.m. ish, and it's now been 2 hours and 2 hours, so it's like 5 a.m. ish, and it'll be like 7 when your watch is done. Yep. Then the sun is starting to rise, and you can see. You think it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see what looks like the form of a giant crocodile. You can't really see details, kind of waddling away from the boat in the marshes.
I wipe away a happy tear. It's so beautiful.
Are your tears poisonous?
Absolutely.
Poisonous tear.
They're like neon radiation green.
Good.
And that's enough watches. We can say they were 2 to 3 hours. I don't know. I don't care about being that intense and specific. So you wake up, and it is definitely a good way into the morning, probably like 8 or 9 a.m. For you to have gotten a full 8 hours.
And a level up?
We did fight a crocodile twice.
We finished the Falstine stuff.
That important. Yeah. I was gonna have you do it after you talk to the council, but we'll just fucking do it now because you slept and it's easy.
Yeah, and then we can do that and then hit break if we wanted to.
Yes. So if we wanted to do a quick hit die roll.
Yeah.
Cool.
So everybody the menagerie is level 4 now.
Level 4.
Amazing. So let's see.
Oh no!
God damn!
Wow,
Dunlum.
Joel. So Joel rolled a 1 on his hit points. Would you like me to roll for you, Joel?
Please roll.
Yes, please roll now, please. Yes.
Hey,
Better.
4.
Better.
Okay, so then 4 plus 2, that's 6. That's not bad.
Okay.
I mean, you moved halfway up the die. Worth
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
That's the average. That's
I'll go 4. I'll take it.
Okay, you take it. Who next?
I can. I'm a D10.
Do it.
Oh, well, obviously.
Nice.
Yeah, that makes up for your previous not so good one.
roll for that
I'm
one.
finally a proper paladin.
Yeah, do you want me to re-roll just to see if we get 2 10?
Is this like a double or nothing situation? If you also roll a 10, does she get 20?
Get 20. No. All right, who next?
I can. I also have a D10. Yeah, that goes. Sucks. Yeah, I'll keep it.
Nice. And then
I'm a
Galway.
D12. Yours.
I saw the 8.
All right.
I know. I was like, yay! Oh.
7. Yay!
Yay!
I didn't do worse. I didn't ruin anybody this time. Yay! So let's say you leveled up You woke up. You've got all your cool level 4 shit. Except for Andy, yours will take a couple days, like what we talked about.
Yep.
And then let's take a break.
Awesome.
Oh.
Beautiful.
We will be back in just a few minutes, everybody. Hang tight, and we're back. everybody. We are back.
We're back.
And with this, I turn it back over to
Oh.
Rachel.
And it's me. So you have just successfully deposited the Crocagator 1,000 teeth / 999 teeth
Yes.
in the marshes far to the north, and you have slept successfully as well. And now you have a 7-hour boat ride back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh
Yay.
yeah, give a 4. Wait a second. It was 3 and then 4, so
So, Matt.
Maths.
yeah. 7-hour boat ride. Yeah. Anything in particular you'd like to do? I mean, your crew pretty much takes care of all the things you need.
I'll be up in the crow's nest reading essays on the lords of the hive. Enjoyable.
Yes. Definitely the ravings of a madman.
Okay.
In the book, I mean, not you.
Oh,
Could be both.
Why not both? Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
It's fair. That's fair. I can't remember which background ones I've played before. Because I didn't
This is
sleep
nice.
with them. Right, the
I
nice
like this
open
one.
ocean set.
Yeah, it's nice.
So yeah, you could either like have conversations or do things for 7 hours, or we could just say it takes you 7 hours to get back.
No. 7 hours in real life time.
Okay. So the first 30 minutes, what do you do? Okay. So nobody has anything in particular they want to do over these 7 hours?
I'm
I'm
gonna
reading.
just be like, hey, there was this book on my bed. Do any of you know where this came from?
Is Baz up in the crow's nest
Yeah.
at this point?
Sorry,
I
I was
know.
just watching Andy's camera fix itself for a
Yeah,
second
me
and
too.
then
It's
go
like,
back.
Baz has got a lot of books. Maybe ask him.
Okay. Baz!
Hello.
There was a book on my bed.
Okay.
Do you know where it came from?
No. Is it a good book?
It's a great book. I love it so much, but I don't know where it came from.
I could not tell you. I'm so sorry. I believe all mine are accounted for. Of course, you could borrow one if you want, but
Do you have any on mushrooms? This one's about mushrooms.
I don't know if it's about mushrooms specifically. Magical properties of herbs. There might be a chapter on mushrooms.
Mushrooms are not herbs.
They're fungi.
True. So probably not then. I apologize. Ask who else reads. Dunlam?
I asked them all, and nobody
Resent
knew.
that.
Dunlop was noticeably absent from breakfast.
I asked them all except Dunlum.
Well, then that's your next stop.
Love them all except Dunlum and Baz is just Virgil and Gunk.
I feel like also Virgil's,
So many people on this ship, you know.
Virgil's gonna sort of
True.
sidle over to Gunk. You got her a book on mushrooms.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Ocean, maybe one of the crew has a crush on you.
Oh, I hope not. I'm spoken for.
Do they know that?
I'm pretty
They know
sure.
many strange things, so possibly.
I mean, Spora wouldn't say, but it doesn't matter. Anyway,
That's all I had.
I'm gonna go find Dunlum.
You approach the door to the room where he is. It's slightly ajar, and you just hear.
I'm gonna knock softly on the door. Dunlum.
Lobsters.
Dunlum. Dunlum.
At this point, you kind of hear him stir. And then this giant crash, what sounds like him falling to the floor from his hammock. Bro!
Dunlum, are you awake?
Depends on your definition of awake.
Did you leave
Been
a book
woken.
on my bed?
What was that about the bed?
Did you leave a book on my bed?
Maybe? What did we do yesterday?
We fought a crocodile, and we gave the queen a moldy plate, and then we fought a crocodile again.
Same
These
croc.
are all true things that happened.
Back to back, run it back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been me. Might want to ask, what's the gnome's name?
We don't have a gnome.
Yeah,
What?
Merman.
Merman.
We have a gnome. Okay. I'll go.
I've heard that gnomes like mushrooms. I don't know if you've ever talked to him about that.
I haven't. I'll go talk to Merman. I'm gonna. I guess this is like me being a fetch quest this time.
Yeah.
At this point, you know, he's not sleeping anymore. He's just groggily going around his room, getting ready for the day.
You go up to Merman and
Here we go.
No, very busy right now. Please come back later.
Did you leave me this book?
No, very busy right now. Please come back later.
Do you like mushrooms? I heard the gnomes like mushrooms.
No, very busy right now. Please come back later.
You don't like mushrooms?
he just doesn't respond to you anymore. He looks real busy.
Again!
Okay. Well, I guess that's the end of Ocean does a fetch quest then.
And then suddenly you hear,
Yar, tilt hard to starboard.
and you tilt hard to starboard.
Whoa.
Now making aggressively away from the coast.
Yeah, it's just because there's, obviously something was in the way, and so you had to fix it. Yeah, so that was some of the first part of your journey. Did we, anybody else want to do anything else? It's fine if you didn't. I just didn't want to be like, and you're done, if you had things you wanted to do.
Gunk, I saw that you were able to use perhaps a bit of magic. Where did
Yeah?
you learn such things? It took me so many years of schooling to acquire such talents.
Just survival, I guess. I mean, honestly, this wasn't exactly my intended line of work, so I began training a different way, and then life just kind of took me this way, and I guess I just sort of kept some of the magic.
It's fascinating. Have you ever wanted to study a bit more?
Yeah, absolutely, but I'm not too clever. Studying don't really help.
Not about being clever, it's about being imaginative, and you certainly are that.
Thanks. I guess I am getting more magic. I'm getting stronger as we go along.
Well, if you ever need pointers or help or anything, I'm always available.
Right. Well, right back at you, I guess, if you want to jump real good or something.
I do want to jump real good.
I cast jump on. on that.
Okay, how do I do it? Do I just sort of
Okay.
leap?
So you get real low to the ground,
Real
like
low.
real squat, and really
Okay.
tense your legs up, and then you bounce.
Blah.
So he can. His jump is tripled.
What's your strength mod, Andy?
My strength is 8. My mod is -1.
Let me just quickly look up some jumping rules here.
I'm pretty sure I get.
Pretty sure he can still jump though.
When you make a
Like-
high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing high jump, you can jump only half of that distance. So
I can jump one.
1 foot. And with this, you can now jump 3 feet.
Are you in the crow's nest still, or?
No, I'm down on the deck.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that you just probably like go boing and sort of reach Virgil's collarbone.
Yes.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Gunk felt like I was flying. That's
You can literally fly.
right, but that's the highest I've ever leapt off of the ground.
Great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's the closest I ever get, so you know.
Oh wow. Huh. What a day.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you ever, how's that bird going? The one you found on the ship? Is he still around?
Cuppa? Oh, he's around somewhere. The crew.
Yeah, he's on. Who did he go on? Tim, maybe?
Gunter, I thought.
Just
maybe.
Gunner, maybe. Maybe he went on
Okay,
Gunner.
so he's not following Baz around anymore.
So yeah, no, he's with the sailors. You just
Okay.
hear going, "Rah! Pieces of 8."
Okay,
Ms. Ark gets jealous.
fair enough. I could talk to him now if you wanted to get rid of him or make him your pet or something. I don't know.
None of the above.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Well,
I like to imagine it's just as awkward as that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sail back a nice 7 hours, which if you started around 9, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m. I know how to count. So yeah, you get back in at 4 p.m. Oh yeah, did anybody want to talk to the lizard folk at all? Because there's totally lizard folk emissaries that are lounging around,
Oh yeah.
which we all remembered.
I think that that is something actually that Virgil would want to talk to them about. Of generally, like, so when we were there and I trained some with your military and I saw that you were growing prepared, what does your queen or what do the two of you hope to gain with an alliance with Saltmarsh?
The full annihilation of the Sahuagin people that came and took over our fortress and killed so many of our people.
So you think that the residents of Saltmarsh are going to be very helpful on that front?
No.
Fair.
But you were kind enough and inviting and you pleased the queen, so we will generally do most of the fighting on underwater, but I think having Saltmarsh as an ally will help above the water in case anything comes up or there can be help that's done from ships.
Honestly, I think having us as allies will help more with above the water than the town of Saltmarsh, but fair.
Well, we can at least speak with them because, as you know, it is something that could be a danger to them as well. So
I'd also say that Virgil, and we don't have to like roleplay this out, would quickly like prepare them with a rundown of the council members and like what Virgil has observed. And outside of the fact that, you know, Virgil does absolutely loathe the foppish dandy, the perspective that he'd be taking from that is very much someone of like a mercenary who's used to getting contracts from people of like, look, this kind of seems like what this person cares about. This kind of seems like what this person cares about. This one seems reasonable. This one seems like they're the leader.
Right.
Because I feel like Virgil was pretty good at sort of clocking that in the meetings of, okay, she's honestly the senior voice. Eleander cares about keeping people safe and doing the right thing. And, you know, all of sort of that stuff. So he would at least let them know that for what good it might do.
yeah. That is much appreciated by them. So you arrive at 4 p.m. Back to the town of Saltmarsh, and
Yep.
And you're all very tired. And you see that the docks are still bustling. But I'm not sure what you do once you get there.
Well, good
we
to know
should-
Saltmarsh is still here and not
Very true.
burned to the ground.
Was that a possibility?
Was that the danger? Did we just leave Saltmarsh to be burned?
I mean, there was the whole
I
Santa
don't know.
incident.
That is true. We should probably go talk to the council, right?
Yes, we should get
Yeah.
paid.
Yes.
Right. And we need to escort the lizard folk there so they can, explain what's going on.
Also
Money
true.
and more business, both are good.
And maybe this time they'll listen to me about becoming one.
Hopefully.
I doubt it, but
We'll see, Blue.
we go.
2 days until Janine comes back.
Cool.
Almost there.
Yep.
So close. Okay, so
The
you
council.
yeah.
I also don't know if the council would just standardly be like sitting in session, and if they weren't, Virgil would probably suggest going to Eleander Fireborn first, since he's someplace pretty stable generally and
Yeah.
listens to us.
Yeah, Oceanus, get out of here.
Where's Oceanus?
And stay out.
Okay, what you need to do is you need to get just like the little Oceanus token as a PNG, but like lower its opacity way down so it's mostly see-through, and then just hide it on all the maps so we can play Where's Oceanus as like a little mini game.
There
Oh,
you
that's so much
go.
It's
work.
actually kind of cute, yeah.
Yeah, so you walk by the council chambers and they like as you're walking towards it, and it doesn't seem like they're in session. But if you want to head over to Eleander's tower and stuff where he works, you can.
Rightly so, yes.
Oh,
Eleander, get some sleep.
Yeah.
Everyone in town tired?
Is it a spell of some sort?
That's your next quest, is defeating the Sandman. Yeah, so you go, and the guards that are there outside the tower go up to get Eleander. One of them looks kind of strangely at Ocean. And he's the one that goes up because he's afraid of staying behind and having her talk to him again. And after a few minutes, Eleander comes back and says, "Oh, that was this is how he sounds, right? Yeah.
Sound normal, yes.
That was pretty fast. And I see you've brought some lizard folk with you, so I'm hoping that means things were amicable."
Emissaries of their queen, yes.
Quite amicable.
Okay, I'll put together an emergency council meeting in about an hour. He looks at a watch that doesn't exist because
I was like, why is he looking?
I also don't wear a watch, and it is a regular thing I do where I look at my wrist and I'm just like,
I just feel
yep,
like
nope.
he like stares at the sun. Ow!
Like,
It'll be about an hour. Oh god, I can't see. Oh god, why would I do this?
Well, if you have an hour, I'll head to the library and get a bit of reading done.
Nerd. Yes, I'll
How dare you?
Right, so we'll see you at the council chambers in an hour.
Sure.
And
Sounds
he strolls off to go alert the other council members.
Who I'm not sure exist outside of the chambers. He's literally the only one we've ever seen not in the council chamber.
It's true. Well, he is like the head of the guard, which does make him have a lot more interaction with you guys.
Sure. He's also backstory tied to like two of us. So.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, so unless anybody wants to do anything in that hour, then
Library.
Yes.
Looking off
Dunlop
some
would see
wagon.
Baz, heading off and go, Baz, where are you headed?
I've got a hankering to learn a new language. I'm wondering if they have any books here in the library on Sahuagin.
Saltmarsh has got a library?
Good point.
Most civilized
That was-
places do.
There was something else I was hoping to
Saltmarsh has a
research.
library?
Maybe I'll go along.
Please.
I ain't never seen a library in Saltmarsh.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice, and
Oh.
Has free Wi-Fi.
but there's not that many people in it. Weird. Yeah, it's kind of like on the outskirts of town, like let's say over here somewhere.
Cool.
And
It's in fact the haunted house.
It's that little shack outhouse right here.
It's this thing that doesn't have a number label on it, so
Gotcha.
I could say it is whatever the fuck I want.
Hell yeah.
It's a library. And you go, and there are just piles and piles and piles. It's not a very well organized library, but there are so many books. Like, just so many.
Beautiful.
Also,
So you,
by the way, Baz, how many pens and pieces of paper do you have?
Well, I've got a few pieces of paper and my trusty ink pen. Why? Would you like to borrow it?
Yeah, I'd like to borrow it eventually. I guess a person wouldn't carry more than one pen. That wouldn't make sense.
I only did for a brief moment when I gave Virgil a present of his. But yes.
All right.
Well, Gunk's gonna go to the tavern and get a meal because we've been living off rations. So
yeah, no, you get a delicious tavern meal of sausage and mashed potatoes of tavern.
I'm probably just gonna stick with the lizard folk, since Virgil's not precisely afraid of the citizens of Saltmarsh doing anything, but he also kind of figures if they're going to be throwing weird glances anyway, they've at least gotten used to the centaur trotting through town.
I would have for sure invited the lizard folk and everyone else to come to the tavern.
Sure, and we might go along with you. I was just specifying. I didn't know if Rachel had anything that the lizard folk would be doing.
Oh,
and if so, like, Virgil would just stick with them.
Yeah, they'll just stick with you guys because they're just like, we're just here to talk to the council. Yeah. So, does Ocean do anything in particular?
I'm just gonna go to the tavern with them.
That's fair. Yeah, so many of you get a nice meal, and Dunlum hangs out with Baz while he's in the library, or
yeah, he was going. Dunlum does know another place where he could find this, but he's gonna look in the library just for general religious texts, specifically about descriptions of deities. But he's gonna just try to find that first off, because I don't know if a library would have anything like that.
Yeah, you can make an investigation roll for me.
I love him. My first not bad roll of the game.
Hey, that's a 17. So yeah, buried under a big pile of books on different types of religions and stuff, you find a book that seems to be it has the title is kind of worn off, so you can't really see what it says, but it seems to like detail all of the different religions of a lot of the ocean-based folk around the area.
And what Dunlum was fishing for is he's going to try to find any reference to deities that have anything to do with mushrooms or fungus or mold or such a thing.
Okay.
That's probably going to be more investigation.
I will say you spent most of the time looking for the book, so you can check the book out if you would like to.
Sure, that would work.
And then you can take time to look through it later. Just writing a note.
Meanwhile, back in the tavern, Virgil, No, seriously, this place has a library?
I had no idea, honestly. I never heard of it before. And I've been here for like 6-7 years. Then again, I'm not really that into books, so.
Yeah, so an hour passes and you all end up back.
Whoa.
Arf. That's a puppy.
Sorry.
You all
That's
end
my
up.
precious pupper.
Do not apologize for puppies.
What you doing? Just barking at nothing. Just fine.
That sounds right. Yeah, you all end up back at the council, and you go in and
Excellent.
you see that it's all of the council members that you remember.
Oh.
All of them. And oh, I'm sorry, Jesus. But head senior council member Ada says, "Hello, I hear you have news."
Indeed. We, and like Virgil at this point is going to sort of like rummage around in his bag, pull out the quill that Baz gave him and like unfold a list. Went to marshes, found lizard folk base, yes. Spoke to lizard folk, no hostilities. Worked with lizard folk in order to foster goodwill, determine what they were preparing for. Captured Thousand Teeth. At 2 different god kings of bullywugs. Sorry, the notes got a little out of order here. Then determined that the lizard folk are preparing for an invasion of Sahuagin. Not in any way having any designs on Saltmarsh, are forming an alliance of various sea folk and would like to extend an invitation to the town of Saltmarsh to join that alliance to fight back the evil baby-eating menace that is the Sahuagin. There were a lot of notes about how bad the Sahuagin were, really just a lot of, general not goodness going on with that. Released thousand. He'll sort of look over at the lizard folk. Ignore this part. Released 1,000 teeth at safe distance. Came back here.
Yes. So, as Virgil has said, we are emissaries of our great queen. What's her fuck? I don't remember what her name is, and I have to look through.
Notes
much.
rescue.
I remember the deity is Samwanya, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember her name either. And I don't think I wrote it down.
Othakent. I was gonna say. Thanks, Andrew, because someone was in the Discord for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yes, we come as emissaries from the great Queen Othakent. Our lands were attacked by the Sahuagin. Never gonna get used to saying that name. Sahuagin.
Jerry
like
Lewis
every time. Sahuagin.
Oh my God.
And brains.
There's zombies.
Brains.
There's zombies. It's crazy.
Brains. Roll initiative.
And we had to flee, and so we were gathering arms to try and take back our land. We have alliances we are building with many undersea fighters. But you are at risk being so close to where we are. Who can say if they'll come here or not? So the band that you sent to us greatly impressed our queen, and we would like to extend an offer to join our alliance and to help us on the level of land and above water with ships and any fighters and other things that you can offer. And for do I have to have a whole conversation with myself?
You can summarize.
Right. So basically the council is pleased with what you have found, and they they say that they will speak at length with the emissaries, and
Sorry.
they will speak at length with the emissaries and put together a plan for when the attack will happen. The foppish dandy will say, "Oh, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate that you've brought the true light of these lizard folk to our to us, and that we can really understand what's actually going on and how wrong we were. So we would like, at least for now, you have done your jobs admirably, and we will give you the amount of gold that we agreed upon," which Rachel totally wrote in her notes.
Do I believe what they're saying, or is this feel?
Yeah, do an insight check.
Are they really upset that we didn't just murder everyone?
I can't even. Jesus fucking Christ.
3.
My God.
Oh my gosh.
Just Racheling it up here.
You you can't really get a read on him. He seems genuine. You can't really.
I can't in good faith even make an insight check because I just don't trust him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I could crit hit and you'd be like, "Yeah, you're sure he's telling the truth." I'm like, "Nah, shifty motherfucker."
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Straightforward, straight shooter. I appreciate that.
So they will do. God, it says at the beginning here. People wrote notes that aren't going to fuck with me, right?
I didn't write notes this time because I got my plate mail, so I didn't write down how much money we were getting.
It says at the beginning here 700 gold pieces.
That sounds right. Divided
and
up.
that was gonna be split with Oceanus, but motherfucker
Peaced out.
So he wasn't the brightest of guys. So they will pay you your 700 gold pieces, and then basically we'll say
120 each. I think
that would be 600.
Okay,
140.
There it is. Thank you.
And then he will I'm really sorry. My brain is like legitimately
You're totally
in my
good.
head
You're
right now, and I'm just like, what were you talking about? So they'll hand you the 700 gold pieces.
Yeah.
And
they were happy we smoked out
they were
what's really going on with the lizard folk. And
I was like, who did you smoke out? I'm sorry.
So the council was pleased with the results. They are going to go have conversations with the envoys, and it seems like from what they're saying, they're leaning towards an alliance, and they'll figure out a plan of attack and communicate more of that to us, which I'm pretty sure their plan of attack is going to be, you guys go attack? Yeah. And then the foppish dandy made a big show about how pleased he was with us, and just continue.
And so Ada will pipe in and say, it seems like this will take some time. It will be not immediate, a number of weeks. So we will work with the lizard folk emissaries to help plan and figure things out, and we will hopefully call upon your services again when the time is right.
Brilliant.
Thank you for doing this great service for our town. It will not be forgotten.
That's so great. So let me tell you about this danger that's coming.
And now our meeting is adjourned to speak with the lizard people.
Said we did a
Thank
great
you.
yes.
You did.
So don't I deserve to, like, I don't know, talk
You
about
do, but we definitely have very specific ways that things are done.
I don't think you do, because we just always show up and then an hour later there's a meeting.
Yes, because it's something that's already been put into place. So
You
we
knew
sent
we were
you
coming
out. Well, we knew you would come back eventually, so we were ready for it because we hired you for the job, so then we're ready for you to come back for your job. If you want to petition perhaps having us pay you for a new job, then that needs to go through Janine.
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to warn you about the danger that's coming.
But yes.
I'm not trying to petition for a new job.
I wouldn't actually.
But we have to wait for Janine, though, I believe. Another 2 days.
How does this government function with?
I have no idea.
Like, I'm gonna like look over at. Have you met Janine?
Oh yeah. She's got like 8 kids. She's always on maternity leave.
Children?
Yeah.
That's like 4 too many.
It's like 8 too many.
That's 8 too many if you ask me, but you know, Janine, she's a real kid person, I guess. I don't know. She pops
like
into work every now and then.
Feels like a lot when the entire operation of your like bureaucratic governance rests on this one person. Maybe they could make use of the time when she's in the office to, I don't know, cross-train someone?
No, look, people send the council sends people to Janine when they don't actually want to talk to him. That's why they send him to Janine, because she's always on maternity leave.
Oh, of course, with the 8 children, yes. Oh,
So
exactly.
Ada will pinch like the bridge of her nose and just look at Ocean and just say, like I said, we do appreciate the service. What I will say is this. You have brought us a huge warning and something we need to massively plan for. So right now, everything...
I brought you the huge warning.
But this is a huge warning about the Sawagan people.
Future.
Yes, but this one is pressing now. And so we're going to deal with that. And once we will deal with that, we will give you an audience for your other warning as a thank you for your service.
Okay, I'm putting that in my notes. Keeping track of these things.
I know you are. Yeah, and with that, the rest of the evening is yours.
I immediately go to buy supplies, inks and whatnot, and I will spend the rest of the evening working on my spell book.
Does it seem likely from what Virgil can see that we're going to have a little bit of downtime? Like, the council for once didn't go, and oh, by the way, the next thing for you is...
Yeah, you don't have, I mean, who knows what the future holds, but it doesn't seem like the council is going to call you until this is ready in a few weeks.
Okay. So at this, I'm probably gonna make my way up to the blacksmiths.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. You were quite busy the last time I was here.
Oh, yes, with the plate mail bikini.
Yes, it did quite a good job. Thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that my work was admirable.
Yes, it was quite helpful. I was wondering, with things perhaps having calmed down a bit, if I might be able to give you a sword to silver.
Sure.
Sort of take the great sword and set it down.
And she... excuse me. Oh yeah, I just... Yawn City. She will take it and kind of heft it and look over it and... Okay, I mean... Silvering shouldn't take that long. It's just adding silver to a sword, so... I'd say I could probably get it done in about a day.
Oh, that's agreeable, because the last time we thought we were going to have downtime, a flying pirate ship attacked your town and required us to repel them. So, yeah.
Oh, that was strange. Yeah, it got really cold for a while and then it didn't.
Yep, that's about the long and the short of it.
That's pretty much what I remember.
I pulled a ship out of the sky.
Oh, impressive. I didn't know there were ships in the sky.
Same.
Okay, so this'll cost... Rachel never knows how much things actually cost to do things.
Silver.
Yeah, 2 silver.
Silvering a weapon is 100 gold pieces, generally.
Thanks, Galway. This'll cost 100 gold pieces, generally.
And
But for you, 150.
Because I don't like your snappable legs.
All right, so 100 gold pieces, and you can pick it up tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Thank you for the business.
So this now, like, replacing the spot on his back where, like, he normally has the sort of strapped scabbard for the greatsword, there is now the Grung Royals, or not the Grung, the Bullywug Royal Spear.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Not as good.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. All right. Anybody else?
I do, but I was going to go last. Does anyone else want to do something?
Just out of curiosity, where was Baz doing his spellbook wizard nonsense? Would that be on the boat or in the library again?
Oof. My spells are a bit more private. I think I would be on the boat.
Okay, just curious.
Don't think he wants to go to the library and hang out with like 300 gold worth of ink. Nobody mug me.
All right.
So is Dunlop going to do something?
I mean, Dunlop will probably head back to the ship, go to his room, and then start reading his book.
Okay. Rachel's not going to tell you what's in that book yet, so.
I expect the contents of the book.
I'm sorry, this book...
Write me a book, Rachel.
Just paste it in chat. Come on.
You look down and you read the book, and the first words are, "Oh no, very busy." What?
Yep.
Sorry,
What?
this book can't be reached right now. Please leave a message.
What? You just keep turning the page. No, very busy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Cool. Well, as we're all leaving the council chambers, I'm just gonna say, look, I got some stuff to do in town, so I'll just meet you guys back on the boat later.
All right. If you don't need company, but if you have private matters to attend to, go ahead.
It's just work. Don't worry about it.
Doing
yeah,
what
and then
work entails, Dunlum moves along.
Yeah, Dunlop knows what Gunk does. So yeah, I'll go back into the council chambers, and go up to what's his name? What's his actual real name?
Gellin Primewater.
Gellin.
Yeah, Gellin.
I'll go up to Gellin and say, hey, after this council stuff's over, you think you got time for a drink?
Oh, anytime for you, Gunk.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to have that sexual harassment talk again, huh? I actually got a couple of things to talk to you about. I'll add that to the list. I'll meet you down at your place a bit later.
See you.
Go. And then I'll go meet Gellin later that night and have a drink and talk with him.
Okay. So, you seem to be having a rather profitable time, not as a smuggler.
Oh, it's been fantastic, honestly. I mean, I've never had this much gold. It's and a ship. I got my own ship now. That's pretty cool.
I know. I've never paid you this much gold before.
I know how much I'm fucking worth now, huh? No, it's all right. We go way back. It's fine. I'm not planning on going to my own business anytime soon.
Oh, good. I would hate to have to try and destroy you.
Oh, I know. I know.
You're one of the best smugglers I have, Gunk, so...
One of?
I'm sorry, the.
That's better. That's better. Anyway, yeah, we have a few drinks, and I will explain casual racism and why it's bad and why he how he can be better.
Educate yourself.
So you're telling me that you don't like it when I call you Frog?
I really don't give a shit, but other people do. So
But the
I feel
horseman
like
doesn't like it when I call him Horseman.
no, he doesn't. Look, I honestly made that mistake at first too, but after talking and getting to know Virgil, I learned better. So all I'm doing for you now is teaching you what Virgil and the others have taught me, so that we can both improve and become better people. You know?
I hear what you're saying, but what are the benefits of becoming better people, Gunk?
Well, people around you like you more.
But everybody
don't try to-
loves me.
Yeah, everyone loves you, except for the people who frequently talk about murdering you in front of me, which makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable too.
Yeah,
Not as
so
uncomfortable
all
as
I'm
the
saying
murdering
is,
way.
all I'm saying is, maybe we can when I say we, I mean you specifically, but we as a whole people in society can maybe reevaluate how we look at things and maybe be a little bit more open and respectful. What you said about the lizard folk at the council meeting? Perfect. It's exactly the behavior we want to keep moving.
Thank you. Yes, Ada did say that I needed to behave more appropriately at council meetings, so...
Yeah, that's right. And Ada's on the right track. We just got to get some practice in, that's all.
So if I start being a good person, as you say, will you come back to work soon?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. As soon as we're done with all this council crap with the Waglins or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the fish people. I mean, no, you're right. It's the Sahuagin.
Sahuagin, that's right. And the lizard folk and the everyone who's on our side, our friends, the lizard folk.
Yes.
Then yeah, as soon as the rest of my compatriots move on and I got my own ship, we'll be better than ever.
Great, because now you know that you've done what you've done. There's a huge void in the burrito smuggling business, and I really think that we could just slip right in, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Great. Okay. I'll give this being a good person a try.
Right. Good.
Just for you, Gunk.
I'm proud of you, buddy. You're doing real good already. I'm so proud. I got time for a couple more drinks, and then I gotta head back to the crew. So
great.
I got some dice. You want to play?
Yeah. You play some dice and roll a d20 for me.
Oh, sweet. I hope it's more than 3. It's not.
The answer is the dice said no to you.
I can't remember if it's Gunk who has the loaded dice or somebody else. I think it's somebody else. One of my other. No, I do have loaded dice.
You have loaded dice. See.
I have loaded dice. Does that mean I get advantage?
I'll give you advantage to see if he notices that the dice are loaded in his drunken state.
I'm not betting a lot of money anyway. 17.
Okay, so yeah, you play a few, a handful of rounds of dice and all that, and you, I say, best them for about 25 gold.
Oh, sweet. 25. Done.
Yeah.
And then I go back to the ship and everything's hunky-dory. Nobody knows anything. It's fine.
Beautiful. So then, assuming nothing else happens.
Oh, Gunk, I'm so happy you're here. Look what I can do. And I pull out kind of a small stick that just looks like a twig. and I go, "Hoorah!" and just lightning shoots out of this thing and just crackles in the air. Ha 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 ha! Ha. Isn't that amazing?
Wow. That is very cool.
Oh, I'm gonna call it a Baz bolt.
Or a lightning bolt would be
I
good
mean,
too.
it's a Baz bolt.
Sure. Okay, that works. Whatever you like, Baz.
It's not in the SRD technically, so I get to name it.
Okay. Yep. You do that. That's fantastic work, buddy.
It's Witch Bolt, in case anyone's curious.
Oh.
Which bolt?
It's a normal spell. It's just
No doubt.
Yeah,
in
for
my
a second, I
mind.
thought you were saying like going for lightning bolt, and I'm like, that's a third level spell. You
Yeah,
can't
I ain't
know
there
Yeah.
yet.
ain't there.
Beautiful. So yeah, you all get back to the ship. You go to sleep. I'm assuming that you feel comfortable enough in Saltmarsh to sleep without watch, but if you would like to have watch, you may.
I'm comfy here.
I'm comfy here. Virgil.
I think Virgil is generally a light sleeper, but that's also why I put myself on the deck, like of the main deck as opposed to down in the below deck, because I figure if someone's boarding, unless they're being pretty damn quiet, I have a good chance of hearing them. Or if there's something going on, like on shore, I have a good chance of hearing.
Indeed.
Plus, I still have spell slots, so I'll just cast Alarm again.
I mean, plus you also have Miss Arc. Does not need to sleep.
Indeed. Yep, she can patrol outside my door at least.
Sounds good. Yeah. Nothing happens in the night. Saltmarsh is pretty chill for the most part. There are no below deck crew fight clubs, Matt. And you all wake up in the morning, and I'm assuming you get up and are all out on the deck, and you look down, or you see that there is somebody who is trying to get your attention.
I thought you were going to
kind
say
of
get on the boat. I'm like, oh, okay,
No.
well, spear time.
No.
10 feet, back.
You see he's kind of just like like really, he looks like very well put together in a very nice kind of fancy suit, and
I feel like with like sort of like a mug of like coffee or something, and like still like a piece of bacon sort of hanging outside. Virgil's gonna sort of go over and rest an elbow on the side of the ship. You realize that when you're trying to hail people on a boat, aggressively clearing your throat isn't really the way to do that, right?
Well, it worked, didn't it? You're talking to him.
I
He's
was
like,
trying to
"I have been
evaluate
here
whether
for
or not
half
you
an
want to
hour."
spear
Aren't you supposed to whistle on a boat, right? To get people's attention? Or is that
or shout.
wait, you're
He's a
supposed to-
half orc
Really?
and has big kind of like tusks, and definitely looks like he can't whistle.
Actually, I think you're supposed to
What?
not whistle. I get the two mixed up.
May
no.
I? Would you either come down, or could I come up? I have my master would like to speak with you about a very important matter.
Who's your master?
What now?
My master is Aubric Dralian,
Do I know him?
and you do. So he was basically, once upon a time, he was counted among the richest people of the city. His trade fleet was one of the largest and most prosperous of its kind, with hundreds of ships under his banner. But he kind of fell a bit from grace in terms of like riches and stuff. But now he's just like a standard merchant, not like the richest man in around. But you have definitely heard of him, and he is an important tradesperson.
Well, he's probably got some gold and a job. You reckon we should let him up?
If things go correctly, there's a lot of gold in this job.
Come on.
Virgil, I think they mean adventure.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You don't when people like this appear and say they have misses from their masters to
Adventure.
people like us, they don't mean that they have some clerical work. Look at
Excellent.
me.
Good. I've done
Yeah,
enough clerical.
it's gonna be adventure, probably.
Yes.
Again, yay.
I will get
Come on
my
up.
things.
Do you
Hold
want
on.
some coffee, bacon? I think there's nondescript meat product left.
Yeah, we got sausage.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sausages. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Is that Darcy's?
It happens to be.
It
realize
happens.
Darcy's head is much, much smaller than mine.
I was gonna say, it's just like resting.
Hell of a way to find out.
It's a child's cap.
Let's go.
So much better. Yeah.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's much
We
better.
really fixed it now.
I'm sorry, who did you address? Go away. Did you
Oh,
say
I was
Doug?
just saying to him, like, come on
To
up.
him.
Do you want some coffee, bacon, nondescript meats that are only described 2 paragraphs later?
Oh, I thought
What
you
was
wanted
the
us to go with him.
Oh no, we were inviting him up.
Yeah, and he'll be up just so he didn't have to like.
He just said
talk
one way
off
or the
to
other.
chick
He just like
anyone.
wanted either
Fair enough.
one of us to go down, I thought, or him to come up.
Mm.
So my Master Dralian would like to hire you for a job, and it is he will give you the details if you would accompany me to his manse, but it involves recovering lost items and lost gold from a missing ship that has just returned, seemingly, as a ghost ship out of nowhere.
Ooh.
And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Go ship. Go ship. Yes.
As I feel like Dunlam's like, oh yeah. Oh
Good
no,
ship.
actually, I feel like he says that, and this the only thing that should happen is Virgil's like, time for some new eyebrows.
Creepy.
Mhm.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you so much, Rachel, for DMing. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in and watching. Like I said at the top, we are Helpful Goat Gaming. We stream here on Twitch every week. Tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we have Spire, which will feature the first annual Blood Ball of Spire, which should be an absolute blast. I'm looking forward to that one. And on Friday, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will have Tier Moon Tree Isle, featuring the Marauders trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And that one will actually probably also feature our first giveaway as Helpful Goat for our Helpful Goat merch. Exclamation point merch in the chat will get you a link to check out our shop. Exclamation point Discord in the chat will get you a link to join our Discord, which is part of our community. We have a ton of fun in there. Play games, do movie nights, just hang out. It's a really wonderful experience. It's a really wonderful, caring community. If you feel that that's up your alley, please join. And yeah, I think that is everything that we need to cover right in here. So, from all of us here at Helpful Goat Gaming, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, be well, be safe, be kind to yourselves and to each other. Love y'all.
Thanks.